Are we there? Are you here? We are. Good morning, everyone. Karen Drucker coming to you from San Francisco. How you doing? So I'm going to have you sing with me today. This is my magic wand. It says that you can sing, okay? So if anyone ever told you you couldn't, you can. All right, so I'll teach you your part in just a moment. But it goes like this. What do I want my day to be? I choose. And who do I want to be today? I choose. It's pretty much what my talk is going to be about today. All about what do you choose? And what do I want to feel today? I choose. It's up to me to choose. And I choose. I choose. All right, and if you're sitting down, even put your coffee cup down. Get up. No one's seeing you. So you can dance, you can sing. I want you to get up and just, stretch and flex. And stretch and flex. Okay, here we go. Today, I choose to be happy. No, grateful. Today, I choose to be grateful. See, I was just so happy I wanted to say that. Today, sing with me now, grateful. I choose to be grateful. To be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful. Now let's do happy. Today, I choose to be happy, so happy today. I choose to be happy. I don't know if I need this. Peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful. To be peaceful, so peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful. Peace. Now here's the thing. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. Today, loving. I choose to be loving. To be loving, so loving today. I choose to be loving. How about joyful today? I choose to be joyful, so joyful today. I choose to be joyful. Now I want you to pick your own word. Today, think of what you want to claim today. I choose to be today. I choose to be. All right, pick another word. Today, I choose to be. Pick your word. Today, I choose to be. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. It's all up to me. Today, I choose to be thankful. To be thankful, so thankful today. I choose to be thankful. Let's go back to grateful. Today, I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful. Sing that again. To be grateful. One more time. To be grateful. I'll add one more. To be grateful. Good job.
Wow, good morning, everybody. My name is Greg Saltas. Welcome to Unity of Olympia's streaming online service. Today, we're pleased to welcome Karen Drucker as our guest musician and guest speaker. Karen is one of New Thought's premier musicians, filling the world with inspiration through workshops, Sunday lessons, and of course, as you just saw, especially with her music. Welcome, Karen. We're really glad that you are here. Friends, wherever you happen to be at this moment, whether it's at home or on vacation, we are all together. And that is part of what's wonderful about being in a spiritual community. Unity of Olympia is a welcoming community committed to a vision of a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of spiritual awakening. We are here to celebrate, to meditate, learn, serve, and to affirm the divine in all. Now, this morning, I have the privilege of lighting the Christ candle. And I have to say to you that this is actually one of my favorite parts of the service. And so it's really a pleasure for me to be able to light this candle, and we're going to talk about the candle. Now, before we go into this morning's opening prayer, I would like to invite each of you to just take a moment to either look at the candle on your screen or just take a moment to think about what that Christ light is. So now as we go into prayer, I invite you to join me in prayer. On this day, I got to light the Christ candle, but the actual Christ candle was lit many, many years ago by our way shower. He gave us the gift of the light that we all possess, knowing that inside each one of us, we have the power to be all that we can be, to move forward and do what is ours to do. Through the power of that gift by our way shower, we know what needs to be done and we do it. As the world awakens to a new spiritual awareness, we have the ability and the strength to step into our role as movers and shakers of a new way of thought. We do this with a great open heart. We do it with love. And as Karen just said, we do it by our own choice. This is such a blessing for each one of us, knowing as we come together, reminding ourselves and celebrating the fact that we all are the light of Christ. With this and many other gifts, we say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. So the daily word today will be read by none other than Karen Drucker.
Beautiful prayer. Thank you for that. So today, the word is protected. Don't we need to hear that right now, that we are protected? I shine my light and I feel protected. Feelings of fear that creep into my life may conjure childhood memories of scary nighttime images and noises. As a child, I may have felt afraid of the dark or startled by an unfamiliar sound. But the morning sun always dispelled the darkness, and I realized there was never anything to fear. I keep that knowledge alive as I let the divine presence within dissolve the darkness of fear and shine the light of comfort and safety. Now, when any darkness descends in my life, I remember the protecting love, presence, and power of God expressing as me. As I attune more fully to my divine nature, light dawns within my consciousness, and I realize that God's protection is always mine. And then the last little part, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 22:7.
This is the time in our service where we affirm our statement of faith, and I invite you to join me with there is only one. Together, please. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, all power, presence, and wisdom. It is in God that we live, move, and have our being, and we know this is true.
Thank you, Greg. So I'm going to do something a little different with you today. Is that okay? Is that okay? I'm going to do the meditation first because it kind of leads into what my talk is going to be about. And this is a little meditation. Mine is kind of a musical meditation. So this is a Buddhist prayer. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. So I'll sing it to you once. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. So I invite you to close your eyes right now. Just take a deep breath. You don't need to look at the screen. Just take a deep breath. You might want to put your hand over your heart if you want. And imagine filling up your well with sweetness, with love for yourself as you sing to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be well. May I be peaceful. May I be peaceful and at ease, happy. And may I be happy. So take a deep breath. Imagine looking at yourself in the mirror every morning. It could even be when you're brushing your teeth in the morning, that you fill yourself up, you fill up that well. Because the truth is, when we fill up our well, that's how we can give our love to other people. So imagine just filling up your heart space with love for yourself. Now we're going to move on to someone in your life that you care about. So I want you to picture them in your mind's eye. Someone, it could be someone, a family member or a friend, maybe someone who's even having a hard time, and send them some love by saying, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well, peaceful. May you be peaceful and at ease, happy. And may you be happy. So take a deep breath. See them in your mind's eye and just send them a little energy hug. Now let's expand that out even more into your church community. Imagine walking in the sanctuary as you have done many times and seeing familiar faces, even though you can't see them today in person. Just imagine them in your mind's eye and just send them some love and say, may we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be well, peaceful. May we be peaceful and at ease, happy. And may we be happy. All right, so now let's go back to yourself. You might want to put your hand on your heart again. Give yourself that love. And let's just sit in silence for just a few seconds here. Just take that in, what it feels like to just nurture yourself. You might even want to stroke your little arms and just go, good morning, little person. How are you? So just take that deep breath and give yourself some love. And even though we're not together in person, we can feel that energy going around to all the people that you're seeing in your mind's eye. So let's sing it one more time. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well, peaceful. May I be peaceful and at ease, happy. And may I be happy. Now let's affirm it and say, I am happy. And I am happy. One more time. You can tell your face that you're happy too. You can smile if you want. And I am happy. So take a deep breath. Open up your eyes. So I got a brand new song for you. Let it be whatever it is. Let me cry if tears gotta fall. Let me stop if I need to rest. Let it be whatever it is. Can you sing that with me? Let it be whatever it is. Let me cry if tears gotta fall. Let me stop if I need to rest. Let it be whatever it is. I keep thinking every day that I need to do more. Write that novel, clear the clutter, mop and wax all the floors. Can I set aside all my shoulds, coulds, and woulds? Can I be okay when it's not all good? Just let it be, whatever it is. Let me cry if tears gotta fall, and let me stop if I need to rest. Let it be whatever it is. Holding on to what was with all my might. Honey, it's over, it's done, it's out of sight. The struggle, the pain, gotta let it all go. When I trust my heart, that's when I know I've got to let it be, whatever it is. Let me cry if those tears gotta fall. Let me stop if I need to rest. Let it be whatever it is. Here I go. I'm gonna blow. You just have to imagine it's a saxophone or something. Whatever it is, the good and the bad. Whatever it is, the happy, the sad. Whatever it is, let it all be okay. Whatever it is, it just is. So let it be whatever it is. Let me cry when tears gotta fall. Let me stop if I need to rest. Let it be whatever it is. Oh, let it be whatever it is. Let me cry if tears have got to fall. Let me stop if I need to rest. Let it be whatever it is now. Let it be whatever it is. I mean, with this pandemic, what can you do? Let it be whatever it is. You know, Mother Mary comes to me and she says, honey, let it be, let it go, just surrender, stop complaining and whining. Just let it be. Yay! So that is what I want to talk about today. Let it be whatever it is, because these are some wacky times that we're in, aren't we? Little wacky. So the question is this, one of the lines in that song, well, let me just tell you a little backstory about this song. I wrote this with a wonderful songwriter by the name of Sloan Wainwright, and we got together, we were at a virtual songwriting retreat, and we were both talking about, well, you know, what do you want to write about? And all we could talk about was how we were feeling about shelter in place and what's going on. And we both came up with the same idea of exactly what my talk is about today and what the crux of that song is. Can I be okay when it's not all good? Can I be okay when it's not all good? You know, and when I talk about that, you know, in our New Thought philosophy, we tend to have this expression that makes me a little crazy. When you say what you're going through, and people will often say, oh, it's all good. It's just all good. I want to slap them when they say that, because sometimes it's not all good. Right now, it's a pretty hard time. It's not necessarily all good. Yes, there are probably wonderful things that are going to happen from this, and I've felt it in my life. I've heard it from friends and family members of, you know, connecting more with yourself, connecting with family, being home. I mean, in my case, I was traveling all the time. I was getting pretty burnt out on just being on planes. You know, so it's lovely that I could be with your community in this way. But, so I'm not talking about the concept of just going, it's all, you know, it's just all good. But it's allowing ourselves to feel like when I go into the pits, what are the techniques I can use to get myself out, to feel what it is that I need to feel? Like the words in that song said, let me cry if the tears have got to fall. But I'm talking about the idea of allowing ourselves to feel it, really feel it. Go into that place of, feeling whatever it is that you need to feel, but allowing ourselves to have techniques and spiritual practices that can get us back up and out and shining our light, like the Daily Word talked about. Shining our light is what this is all about, because it's all about connection right now. Brene Brown said, we are hardwired for connection, and that's what makes a lot of this hard right now, is that we can't physically connect like we have, before. So I love this. I love visuals of things, and there was a movie a while ago called Siddhartha with Keanu Reeves as Buddha. A little hard to imagine that, but Keanu Reeves was Buddha. And there was a scene that was so profound that this is the only thing I remember from the whole movie. There's a scene when the Buddha is about to become enlightened. And he's sitting underneath the Bodhi tree, and he's been meditating for weeks and weeks. I don't even know how long it was. Maybe it was months, maybe it was years. I can't even remember. But he's been in this meditation state trying to find enlightenment for a really long time. And right before he gets to that place, and he's in, you see Keanu Reeves with his little man bun. I mean, it was just very bizarre. But anyway, I digress. But you see him meditating. And right before he gets to enlightenment, there's this whole scene that is playing out over here in his head. And it's all of a sudden the winds are blowing, and you see his hair going all over, and the winds are blowing, and there's lightning and there's thunder, and then all of a sudden you see this whole big army of Indians that are coming. They're all, they're coming over this mountain, and they're on their horses, and they've got bows and arrows, and they do this, and they are flinging their bow and arrow that has fire on it towards him. And you see all this chaos, and he's still remaining like this. But what happens is, in that moment, is that when the bow and arrow hit his wall of enlightenment, all the bow and arrow just turns into rose petals, and they all float down. And so in a way, what I want to talk about today is that. How can we be in that place where there can be this stuff going on, but we could stay grounded, we could stay centered, we can stay in that place of love and shining our light? I love this quote that I found. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. Be calm in your heart no matter what's going on. So speaking of heart, I want you to put your hand on your heart right now. So close your eyes for a moment. Put your hand on your heart. And this is the first spiritual practice I want to talk about. And this is what I do. I do this every time I do a talk or a workshop. This is my little thing that I love to teach people, is that this is a practice that you can do every morning. That the very first thing you do in the morning when you wake up is you say to yourself, you say hello, good morning, little person. But you say, what does my heart have to say? And you just take a deep breath and say, what does my heart have to say? Because the truth is, you have a choice every day. And when you allow yourself to listen to what the truth of your heart is, that's the key. So just listen for a moment. What is it saying to you? What does my heart have to say to me today? It could say, I'm tired. It could say, I'm happy. It could say, I need to clean out the closet. It could say, I need to just read a book. What is your heart saying to you? And I usually ask this question 3 times because I'll usually get 3 different answers. One will be, just what's on the surface. But if I drop down and drop down and drop down, I'll usually get to something that's a little deeper. So, like my first song, I chose that song because I wanted to really talk. Okay, you can open your eyes again. I wanted to talk about the concept of that every day we have a choice. And really, I truly believe that the very first things that you say to yourself in the morning is what sets the tone. I mean, that's why in my song I said, what do I want to be today? I choose. What do I want to feel today? I choose. What do I want to say? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? And so I have developed a practice with my music of writing a bunch of chants that would affirm what it is that I want to claim for the day. So all of my albums always start with the very first song being something that's going to be really positive. Like thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day, or I will surrender to my greatest, highest good, or I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of is love. So I developed this technique because I was in a hotel. This is one of my favorite stories to tell. I was at a hotel years ago, and the alarm clock radio went on, and the very first song that I heard, it was a clock radio, and so the alarm goes off, and I hear Linda Ronstadt singing to me, "You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good." And then she says, "I'm going to say it again. You're no good, you're no good." So what do you think I have in my mind all day long as I'm doing whatever tasks I have to do in the day? It's all, "You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. You're just really no good." And so that's why I feel like what we can do, the best practice we can do, is switch it around and affirm. Anything you say after "I am" is the most powerful thing you can say. So I am what? I am powerful, I am strong, I am clear. What choice do you want to make in your day of how you want that day to go? And so, in these times, I really believe it is really all about connection. Because, what else do we have except connecting with the people that we love and being in gratitude? And even just having that as a daily spiritual practice, where you start your day and even list, I call it the gratitude countdown. List 10 things that you're grateful for in that day. And if 10 is too much, do 5. 5 things you're grateful for. And in all of my women's retreats that I've been leading for years, one of the practices that I did with everyone was I gave everyone a little card that said 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, you can do so much. And if you allow yourself to give yourself 5 minutes every morning to do, a number of things. Listen to one piece of music that is going to uplift you. Write in your journal. Read the Daily Word or Science of Mind magazine. I mean, this is my practice I do every morning. Some people have a hard time with meditation, thinking that they have to meditate for, an hour. Give yourself 1 minute. 1 minute of meditation. I cracked myself up because I kept saying, I really got to get into a meditation practice. I really got to do this. And I kept making it be I should. And I subscribed to that Calm app. Do you know about that? There's an app called Calm, and they have a 10-minute meditation. And so I thought, okay, I could do that every morning. I'll have my coffee and do my little, daily word and have my little 10-minute meditation. Well, unfortunately, now I'm in the second year of doing this, and now they've stopped this technique. But the first year that I did it, every day it would come up saying, "Congratulations, you've meditated for 30 days and 60 days. And then when I saw that thing come up, then I got obsessed. Because now it's like, oh my God, I can't miss a day because it takes you back to day one. So now I got completely obsessed with doing it. And I will be totally truthful with you all and say that there were days that I was in a hurry, but I was so obsessed about I had to get you meditated for 10 minutes that I literally put the thing on and took a shower and came out. And I thought, why are you doing this? But it gave me my point. But this year they just say they just say good for you. But whatever you can do that is a practice that could work for you is what it's about. Because right now we are in that place of recalculating, aren't we? We're recalculating. It's a whole brand new world. And so the idea of saying, be still and know. Be still and know what is your truth. And I want to address one other thing. When you ask yourself what is true for you today, what is your heart saying? There could be times when something comes up that doesn't feel good. Or it's a truth, it's really the truth, but it's like, I can't do that. Like you have an appointment with someone for the afternoon, but you really don't want to do that. Your heart is saying, I really want to rest today. I don't want to go and, have this lunch date or, do a Zoom call for 5 hours. And you need to trust that telling the truth to yourself is the first step. That just trusting that it's okay to just tell the truth, it doesn't mean you have to act on it. You get that? Doesn't mean you have to do anything about it. Because a lot of times I think that we keep, and I know this is true for me, that I will keep the truth from myself because I don't want to deal with it. But if you give yourself permission, that's a big key for me. If you give yourself permission to do whatever feels right to you, that's when you can allow more truth to come up and just say, oh, here's a truth of something. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't realize I felt that way, but I'm not willing to do anything about it right now, so I'm just going to put it over here. You know, I mean, there's so much talk about, you know, in this time that we're in shelter in place, you should be cleaning out your closets and doing clutter clearing. You know, that could be too threatening. So maybe what you do is just the truth comes up like, I really need to do this. Maybe you do one thing that day. You give yourself permission to do 5 minutes of clutter clearing, and that's it. But, you know, I really think that it comes down to being present to yourself. And that's where truth-telling is. It's being present to yourself, because here's what I feel the most of. When you're present to yourself, when you give yourself loving kindness and fill your well up, that's when you can give that loving kindness to someone else. That's when you can be present to someone else. That's when you can shine your light and make a difference in this world. And we can heal that world one heart at a time. So two little fast stories for you. So being present. So I have a friend, I heard this story from her that I just think is hysterical. That a friend of mine was saying that she got so irritated with her husband that every morning she would wake up and there would be bagel crumbs all over the kitchen counter. And she was getting so irritated, and especially, you know, they were home all day together alone, you know, they're just together all the time. And she would start her day in anger. How do you want to start your day? She'd be pissy about everything. She would start her day looking at these bagel crumbs, and every day she'd go, Marvin, can you just wipe up the bagel cream, you know, bagel crumbs, just so when I come in to make my toast, it's not all filthy, you know, just take a sponge and just wipe the things away. And every day, yes, honey, I'll do it. And he would never do it. And she would get more and more angry every day. So one day she comes in. Here are all the bagel crumbs. And she all of a sudden sees them, and she's starting to get all mad again. And she has this aha moment. And that's one of the things I love about enlightenment, is enlightenment can literally be like that, just like that. And in that moment, she looks at the bagel crumbs, and her heart opens. And she looks at this situation, she says, how can I have loving kindness about this? And she realizes in that moment that because she's seeing the bagel crumbs, that means Marvin is still here. That he's still here with her. That, you know, they're an older couple, and she's been worried about, you know, would this virus take him out? And in that moment she said, every day that I see those bagel crumbs, it means he's still here with me. And I'm going to honor and consider those bagel crumbs sacred. And as soon as she did that, the anger disappeared. And wouldn't you know, the next morning, he started wiping up the bagel crumbs. But it allowed her to be present to what was happening, allowed her to be present. And, you know, when I was traveling a lot, I was always amazed at how people would just be in their own world of, you know, being on the plane and no one's talking to each other. But I was on a Southwest Airlines flight recently, well, before all this happened. And everyone's, you know, on their devices, and they're, you know, watching movies or chatting, you know, on their phone or whatever. And no one's really relating to each other. But in this moment, the flight attendant comes on and she says, all right, everyone, I want you to put down your window shades. You know, and everyone, she said it in such a way that everyone kind of went, like, what's happening? Put down your window shades and put your call light buttons on. And everyone's just like, all of a sudden, like, oh my God, is this a fire drill? What's happening? And you could see everyone getting very present. And the flight attendant says on the loudspeaker, she says, all right, this is Mervin, and it's his 95th birthday today, and we are all going to sing happy birthday to him right now. And she said, here we go, 1, 2, 3, happy birthday. And everyone started singing. And the back of the plane was in a completely different key and place in the song than what the front of the plane was doing. It was absolutely just a cacophony of noise, and it sounded terrible. And it was so incredible that I started crying, because in that moment, we all got present to what was happening. We all started singing to him, and it was such a moment of connection. And he's up there, just like taking it all in. And then he blew out the candles, and everyone had to take their call light buttons off, so it's like it looked like he was blowing out the candles. And at the end, they made him stand at the front of the when we were all exiting with. They made him a crown of pretzel. These little pretzel bags and swizzle sticks, like a crown of those things. And where everyone's always rushing off to get off the plane, here everybody stopped and was present and was saying hello to him, and that's what it's all about, is just being present and connecting. And we were all there downstairs, getting our bags and chatting with each other and connecting. And so in this time right now, I think it's so important to just reach out to each other, connect in whatever way we can. Wait a minute, I got to bring this back up, sorry. And I just wrote this little chant that really says what this is all about to me. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. Well, I know I've gone a little late today. I'm sorry. Can I sing it one more time? You sing it with me. Here we go. All we can do is be there for each other in these times when we don't know what to do. All we can do is be there for each other and help each other through. When we're present, that's what we can do. Let's help each other through. And so it is.
Thank you, Karen. That was fabulous. And it's just fine that you ran a little bit late. Now, I don't even think you ran late. Today's worship team wants to welcome each and every one of you to today's streaming service, trusting that it will feed your spirit during these times when we're still unable to get together in person. We're just so pleased that you joined us. I'm sure that each of you have enjoyed Karen as much as I did. And to find more music from Karen, you can go to karendrucker.com. And that way you can check out all the music that she has, the workshop she's doing. She is one busy person and a real fun person. Mary Ellen and I had a great time talking to her before the service. So check that out, karendrucker.com. Meanwhile, together we can continue to hold the high watch for our planet, our church, and everybody who is on our planet. And if you're new to Unity and you're interested in more information, we invite you to complete the guest survey, which is on our website at unityofolympia.org. Go to the Contact Us tab, fill that out, and that way it's a way that you can learn more about Unity of Olympia. Also, I want to invite you to consider joining us for activities. There are many activities that are listed on our website, so please feel free to visit our website. We have classes going on, many things going on, so please check that out. Meanwhile, I know that many of you have marked your calendar already, but the worship team is really excited about an event that's going to happen the last Sunday of the month on August 30th, and that is Summer Sizzle. And I like the subtitle, "You Can Have Your Cake and Eat It Too." Yes, that's true. You can have your cake and you can eat it too at Unity of Olympia. We're going to invite people to come after the service and go to the parking lot and approach the church in a clockwise fashion. And all the members of the worship team will be there, masked and we will be gloved. And we will have cake. We'll hand you a piece of cake through your car window, and we'll have a cup of ice cream. And at that point, If you choose to park in the lot and wave at people from social distancing, it'll be really fun to be able to get together and see each other in person. I know that it's been difficult not to see all of our Unity friends. So that is on August 30th after church. Please feel free to come. Also, for those of you who just can't wait till August 30th, right after today's service, we'll be having our typical Sunday fellowship, which is a chance to get together and see each other at least online and visit with each other. So the password for that went out in yesterday's email that went to you. And if you are not on our mailing list, you simply need to go to unityofolympia.org, click on the media tab, and then the newsletter tab, and sign up. And then you too will be a member of the mailing list, so that each week you will have the password to the fellowship time. As each of you are aware, the financial well-being of our churches continues to go on even during the times that we are unable to be with each other in person. It's been great how people have continued to support the church, and I want to really encourage you to continue to do so. I know that many of you watching today are electronic donors like I am, so you don't really need to think about it. And there are others of you who still are sending checks in, and we really are grateful for that. But whether you fall into any of those categories or simply feel especially moved to donate, we invite you to go to unityofolympia.org for your donations. And if you are a text donor, we have a number that you can dial and text your donation in. And that number is 360-234-2669. Now, no matter how you give, whether it's electronically, by check, or by texting, I now would like to invite you to take your gift into your mind and let us bless it with divine love. So please join me. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Open to the sacred richness of our infinite source, we as Unity of Olympia joyfully co-create unlimited prosperity right now. Thank you, God.
So I have a brand new little chant that I'm going to do with you that maybe you might even start doing at your church with your wonderful music director. So, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. That's kind of fun, isn't it? Let's do this one real fast. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. Are you singing with me? So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Sing it again. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks, so I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. One more time. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Yay! So it's been great to be with you all today. I hope you've had a good time. So let's read, or I'll read, and you say our prayer for protection. So, the light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is. And so it is. So I'm going to give you one more little chant here to close us out today. Thank you to Greg and Mary Ellen for helping me out this morning with your wonderful service. I hope I'm there in person sometime, and blessings to Reverend Terry for letting me speak for her today. It goes like this. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. That's the whole thing. Let there be peace. I am a stand. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Joy. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Again, we are making a new world now. We sure are, aren't we? We are making a new world now. Blessings to all of you on your day. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Thanks for being